Welcome back, guys. My name is Wheva. I'm here at the cave in Fairfax, Virginia. This is another Whispers of the Old God card review. This time we will be doing the Warlock class cards. And I think I haven't really looked too closely into Warlock, but they've gotten a decent set from what I've seen so far. So let's see what they got. Let's start with Cho'Gall, 7 mana, 7/7. Battle Cry, the next spell you cast this turn costs health instead of mana. I've seen the people say this card is decent. I've seen people say this card is nuts. I think it's more on the decent side. When I first saw it, I think it's a cool card. It really isn't wowing. A 7 mana 7/7, that's decent. It's a War Golem, and then it allows you to play basically whatever spell you want after it. And the most common application of this is going to be Siphon Soul. Now, Siphon Soul is going to see a lot more play now that Big Game Hunter got nerfed. Siphon Soul is already seeing a little play in some Warlock decks like Reno Lock. I think Handlock is going to be a thing. Maybe not Reno. Actually, no, Reno Lock is probably going to be a thing over Handlock. My bad. Because Hearthstone's gone. And Molten Giants are gone. Are nerfed. So you're only going to really have one Siphon Soul in your deck usually. And so you need to hit this in Siphon Soul to hit the best case scenario. The next best case I can think is Shadow Flame. You basically Twisting Nether for 7 mana on 2 cards. It's like, I guess you can Twisting Nether as well. Fade Health. Sorry about that. I don't think this card is too impressive, but I think it will see play. I think it's good enough to see play in Reno Lock, and that is good enough. So 3 out of 5 will see play, but isn't too impressing. Doom. This was, but if you, I actually think they took Millhouse. Did they? I forget. Anyways, the tutorial, if you ever played the tutorial of Hearthstone, which you probably have if you're watching this video, Millhouse tries to cast the card Doom. This is the card he's trying to cast, if you're wondering. 10 mana, destroy all minions, draw a card for each. This card, in my opinion, is just strictly worse than Twisting Nether. Because in a deck you want to play this in, because of the Warlock hero power, you're going to have a lot of cards in hand. And so most likely you're just going to overdraw yourself in a situation where this card is good. And it's just like, why not just play tap and then Twisting Nether for 8 and do the same thing? I don't see a world where this is good when Twisting Nether is a card. It's my issue. So 1 out of 10 unplayable. I don't even know for Arena. I'm not an Arena expert, guys. Renounced Darkness. Trollden loves this card. Renounced Darkness. Replace your hero power and Warlock cards with another classes. The cards cost 1 less. This is not a competitive card. At least I hope it's not. It's just, I can't imagine someone figuring out how to build a deck with this card. Kripparrian actually made a good point a while ago, though, that this could be played as a one-of in a Reno fatigue-ish kind of lock, where you have all these combo-ish weird tech cards in your deck, and let's say you're just left over with those and it's starting to fit fatigue, and then the Warlock hero power is not good in fatigue. You play this, you change those cards, but then again, those cards have to be class cards, and then you get them for 1 reduced mana, and then you no longer have the detrimental Warlock hero power. So this might see play if games go really, really long and Reno / slower Warlock is a thing. But I don't see it seeing play out of that, and it just are you really going to run this as a super mega late game card and for those exact niche scenarios when a card like Jiraxis exists? I don't think so. So I would definitely say 2 out of 5 just for the entertainment value it's going to provide all of us. But I don't think it's going to see play in an actual competitive deck. 3 mana. Spreading Madness. 3 mana, deal 9 damage, randomly split among all characters. I hope this isn't playable, because again, I don't like RNG effects like this. And I really don't see it being playable. It's just, like, it's good when your opponent has, like, a decently full, not full, unless it's, like, a bunch of 1/1s, but, like, a decently full board of kind of weakish minions, and you don't, and then you use this, and you have a chance to clear it, but then you also have the chance to damage yourself a lot, and then, so it's like, I guess you may want to use this for the face damage, and then get your opponent's face, even though go ahead and hit your own, and then it's like, is really burst, or like Warlock really running out of damage that's going to need an effect like this? And my answer is probably no. It is so fire. It is power overwhelming already. And, it's losing Dark Bomb, I guess. This card is, I think, too much variance to see that much play. But 3 mana, 9 damage, that's not something to ignore. And cards like, the one that buffs every single time, I forget what it's called, that you take damage, like Floating Watcher or something like that. That card with this could be really strong. That's something to consider. So 2 out of 5 probably won't see play, but has small potential. Possessed Villager. 1 mana, 1/1. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Shadow Beast. The Shadow Beast is not a demon. That's important. This card is just better Argent Squire for Zoolock because it's better with power overwhelming than Argent Squire is. I see this card seeing a lot of play in Zoolock, and it also buffs Dark Peddler because you can get it off Dark Peddler. So it's a solid card. There's nothing wowing me about it, but it's going to see play. And it's going to be really hard and annoying to remove. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It's not insane, it's solid. Darkshire Councilman. 3 mana, 1/5. Good God, those are bad stats. After you summon a minion, gain +1 attack. God, this is a bad card. Like, there's another it's a forbidden card, it's a Warlock card that I think that is going to somehow synergize. It doesn't. Like, this card is bad. This guy is bad. Like, Imp Gang, it's contest Imp Gang Boss already, which is, like, Imp Gang Boss is nuts. And it's just, like, this doesn't synergize with Power Overwhelming, because if you Power Overwhelming this, you feel really bad. Power Overwhelming a 5 health minion. And I guess it's good with Abusive Sergeant, because if you Abusive Sergeant this, it becomes 4 attack. But on 3, it's just so weak. I don't know. I don't see this card seeing play. It's 1 out of 5. Darkshire Librarian. 2 mana, 3/2. Battle cry, discard a random card, death rattle, draw a card. There are better 2 mana 3/2s, and there are already 2 mana 3/2s you can play. You can play like the Gulp Frog or whatever. That deals 1 damage to a random enemy if you want 2 mana 3/2. But the effect on this is just not that good. It's like an activator for Fist of Jiraxis and Tiny Knight of Evil, but none of those cards really saw play. I guess there's at least Warlock for a little bit, but people realized normal Zeus just better. So I don't see this card seeing play. But, I guess nice try, Blizzard. 1 out of 5. Forbidden Ritual. This is like the midway between the forbidden cards. It's like, anyways, 0 mana, spend all your mana, summon that many 1/1 tentacles. Again, this is the midway. It's worse than the Priest and the Paladin, but it's better than the Druid one. It's just, it's better than the Druid and the Mage one, and it synergizes well with Juggler. It's basically the new Implosion, but it doesn't feel as broken. But the thing is that this card caps first at 7 mana, because you can only have 7 minions on the board. And then do you want to fill your board with 7 minions? So probably caps at 6, and then do you want to play 6 1/1s for 6? It's decent. It's just 6 mana 1/1s for 6. It's better than Stand Against the Darkness, except for the fact they're not Silverhand Recruits, which is relevant and wild. But it will see play probably in Zoo. Like, it's a later game Zoo lock card that synergizes well with Juggler. And it can be played in the early game, and it's not awful. So I think it's a 3 out of 5, and it will see play. It's not super impressing me, because 3 mana summon 3 1/1s. Actually, it's starting to sound a lot better, because that's like muster for battle without the weapon. 4 mana summon 4 1/1s. It's decent. It is 3 out of 5. Then it'll probably see play if Zoo is a thing. Maybe it's a 1 of, maybe it's a 2 of, I don't know. I'm not really an expert on those decks. And this is the tentacle that card spawns. And I think that means this is the last Warlock card. Oh no, okay, we have 5 mana, we have Usher Souls. 5 mana, 5/6. Whenever a friendly minion dies, give your Sithun +1/+1. So, it seems like what they want Warlock to do is to play for a Sithun Warlock, is to play a whole bunch of weenie minions and then trade them all in to get a big Sithun. And to me, that doesn't feel too good. Like, the stats of this card are really, really solid, especially for an effect like this. Just when you play a bunch of weenie minions, do you want to play Sithun? Like a bunch of small minions? It's like, why not just play Doom Guards and like Leroy and PO and just kill your opponent instead of trying to buff up a Sithun to kill your opponent. It feels like it doesn't connect as well as it should. The two game plans. So it's a good card in a vacuum. It doesn't work with what it's like. It doesn't the way it buffs Sithun. It doesn't work well with the Sithun game plan of going long. So and you have to mention this card has to be on the board to buff the Sithun. So it's like, so your opponent's probably gonna move it, and then you're forced to then play other Sithun cards. It's just, I guess if you get the Dream, you play the Forbidden card we saw earlier, and then Forbidden Summoning, and then they don't die. You play this, and you trade a whole bunch of them in. Your Sithun gets a lot of buffs. It just that isn't realistic. But the stats on it are solid, so it might be playable for the stats. Like maybe we see a Reno Sithun lock, and this will probably see play in that. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because it's okay, just because of the stats. It doesn't connect that well with like the two game plans of the two decks. It's like trying to combine almost. And that is it for the Warlock cards, which means my next review is going to be the neutral cards. It's going to be the longest of all the videos because there's more neutral cards than any class cards. Overall, Warlock's okay. Like, just like the Forbidden Summoning is like the mid tier. I definitely think the Warlock got the middle ground of like all the classes. It didn't get like nothing. It got some things, but it wasn't amazing like Shaman or Rogue. So I think if you want to watch the neutral video, if you want to see my neutral card reviews, watch a neutral video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.